oh, the story's really starting, and we see two of the president's palace guards standing and talking about the training they used to do in the past. Then one of them starts talking about his son, whom he hasn't seen for a while. Where did the boy go? Suddenly, the ground splits open and two monsters, the Muller brothers, emerge from underneath. They start attacking the building, and they want to kill the president. But then a team of superheroes arrives, and they start fighting them, trying to stop them from destroying the place and rescuing the people around the building. They do everything together, constantly fighting and clashing until they finally manage to get rid of the two monsters. Ward, whose name is Grayson, is in the bathroom when he sees news about the incident in magazines. His mother enters the bathroom nonchalantly, paying no attention. A boy is revealed to be the son of Nolan, a superhero who arrives home sweaty. Nolan and his partner are at ease around their son. Nolan reassures him that his superpowers will manifest soon and not to hurry the process. So it's totally normal, guys, just be patient a little. Anyway, after that, we see Uncle Grayson going out and seeing his dad flying like it's nothing, and he tries to jump and fly like him, but honestly, he looks really silly. Then we see at school, his friend is talking about what happened and what the heroes did and all that stuff. After that, we see a big guy sitting there, flirting with a girl at their school. So Uncle Grayson the Brave, he gets really mad and goes to the guy and asks him, "What's your problem with her, Star? What's going on?" And before he even finishes his sentence, thankfully, the other guy punches him. So the girl, God bless her, stands up for him. She would quickly hide under the belt, and Grayson's friends praised his actions. Later, Grayson is seen working at a restaurant, casually taking out the trash. He discovers the object landed a great distance away, possibly indicating the emergence of a superpower. After that, we see him eating with his uncle and aunt. Uncle Jason tells him he's pretty much like an old man now. The man is shocked when his superpower emerges. His wife nudges him under the table, causing him to go quiet. He tells him, "Very good, my dear. God willing, we'll start training together tomorrow." Afterward, Uncle Jason reminisces about his childhood. He reveals to him that he possesses a superpower and hails from a planet named Voltrum, where the inhabitants are immensely powerful and strong and fast. Their people are resilient and, upon reaching a certain age, are sent to assist less advanced civilizations on other planets, which is how he arrived on Earth. That's how he met and married his mother, and they had him. They say he will also have superpowers like his father someday. The boy then tries to fly and amazingly finds himself actually able to. Mashallah, that's incredible. After losing control of his flying and falling, he wakes up the next day. His father teaches him how to control his powers. He instructs him to stay calm, concentrate solely on flying, and focus on the desired direction. Afterwards, he begins teaching him how to land. After you fly, you should land, of course. But he keeps falling and can't really get it right. Then something happens. His trainer starts hitting him while he's flying, really giving him a hard time. They're training him hard. I don't know what kind of father this is. And he says, "Sorry, son, but the others won't go easy on you." Honestly, they're training him on his backside. Anyway, after that, they go home, and Uncle Noonan tells his wife that he wasn't ready. The superpowers thing has taken too long, honestly. Then we see their uncle at school, and that big guy comes to mess with him again. When he tries to hit him, he finds out he's really strong and doesn't feel any pain. He starts acting like, "Go ahead, hit me more. I don't feel anything. I don't care anymore." Their uncle in disguise chases criminals on the streets. A monster fights with them until it's over. They then take the uncle to the rooftop, and he's really upset because being out on the streets means facing danger, and anyone could put him at risk. All of these things. Uncle Grayson yells at him, saying his actions are only to imitate him. The boy admits, "I just want to be like you, Dad." Uncle Grayson feels remorseful and promises to make amends. Bill visits the tailor who made his suit and requests one for his son Grayson. He then selects the suit. He knows what he wants and decides he needs an iconic symbol. The man offers to make him one, suggesting a pomegranate or another option. Afterward, we see his mother scolding him for repeatedly attempting to land from flying, causing disarray in the house. They reassure her that everything will be fine and that she will be proud of what she finds in Shamam or Baksilfan. He trains with Boo, feeling discouraged, but Boo reassures him that the journey is long and he must endure it to become stronger and achieve his goals. Then you see him going, putting effort into the new suit. And we see him wearing the new suit and flying around the city, and he's very happy, with the suit. Honestly, I didn't really like the suit, but then we see him. Explosions and clashes occur between the police and villains, causing destruction. Uncle Gizar arrives, fights, and defeats the gang. Then a hero named Jordan, resembling your uncle in The Flash, is seen with his girlfriend. He occasionally leaves for missions and returns, resuming their conversation as if nothing happened. Then at night, we see an attack from the gangs, and we see the superheroes. Each person, regardless of their job, immediately stops working and rushes to halt the chaos and rescue lives. The heroes then gather on their ship, and suddenly, Uncle Nolan shows up and starts fighting them, and they start fighting back too. Do you think we'll just stand by and let you do this? The important thing is he's very strong and extremely violent, and the fight is brutal, full of blood, gore, and mess. Honestly, I don't know how they allowed all that. Anyway, in the end, he manages to kill them all. Barris dies and ends up in the morgue, attempting to understand what occurred. Amidst the chaos, a woman informs them that some people are still alive. They take a man with them, while his wife wakes up worried about him. Later, members of the institution's security are seen. They took her and Drees up to the Global Defense Agency from her house. They inform her about the incident and escort them to the intensive care unit. They reassure them that they're working to ensure his well-being and that everything will be all right, so there's no need to worry. Grayson asks who attacked his friends. Cecil replies that they're unsure but will investigate thoroughly. And his wife doesn't want to leave at that time and tries to tend to his wounds as well, and she's also very upset. Who's to blame? Uncle Grayson goes to the site of an explosion where an open portal allows aliens to enter, posing a threat to everyone. People are panicking and running around, witnessing others getting injured and dying. He attempts to stop the creatures and rescue the people alongside 4 other heroes. They suddenly appeared and are trying to stop the rays and those creatures, and Uncle Grayson is helping them. Then we see that they were able to disable the devices of those creatures, and a lot of those creatures die. And it turns out that the ones left from the gate are because those creatures have a different sense of time than we do, so they age quickly. Later, Uncle Grayson feels dejected at Cinnabon after failing to emulate him. At school, he meets his friend, recounts the events, and converses while standing. Eve, a girl from the team, approaches him. They discover they're both heroes and met the day before. They sit together, but he grows nervous as they discuss how they got their powers. He's unsure how to be like his father, but she reassures him. But it's just because you're still at the beginning and not used to all this pressure yet. She tells him to meet her team at night. Later, Uncle Cecil talks with a team member about the aliens called Flaxons, discussing why they're coming to Earth. So Uncle Cecil says there's a boy named Grayson he wants to recruit to the team. And when they ask who he is and what he can do, he explains. When asked why he wants to recruit him, he leaves without answering. Later, he asks the lab team to gather evidence at a crime scene involving the death of heroes. He seeks help from the devil to solve the crime, who reveals that Omni-Man is responsible for the killings. You may wonder, who is Omni-Man? Is he the father? Grayson is Nolan, also known as the superhero Omni-Man. After General Cecil's departure, General Juss meets and hangs out with her everywhere. They visit the team's place, where he gets acquainted with Robert, Dupla, Kate, and Rex. Later, General Kinnix, a robot, discusses creatures and invites him to join the team, to which he agrees. And then we see Uncle Grayson in the hospital, and he's sitting with him, and his mother, who is responsible for his behavior, comes in because she hasn't been caring about him. He then visits an elderly woman injured in the battle, who's in critical condition. And then we see him at school, and he's sitting with his friend, and he's with his friend. He wants him to ignore Eve, but he's already in love with her. They go out again to meet the team, as the aliens have returned to attack Earth once more. In the story, humans and aliens engage in a deadly conflict, resulting in casualties on both sides as the fighting continues. And then we see that one of them is using his power, but there's one of the creatures, the Viltrumites, you know? Uncle Grayson recognized someone familiar in the group, who was focused on your aunt. He grabbed her as if to kidnap her. Enraged, Uncle Grayson flew at the man, hitting him repeatedly to save Aunt Togib. And then we see that the things they were wearing on their hands were what protected them from dying. And the team kept attacking them and killed a lot of them until they finally escaped, just like what happened last time. Later, Uncle Grayson receives a call. He hurries to his now-awake father, and he and his mother are overjoyed. We see them continuing their combat training together. Then, Uncle Caesar arrives and informs them that an alien object has been detected heading towards Earth. Uncle Nolan wants to go stop it, but his wife says he's too tired. Instead, Uncle Grayson volunteers to go in his place, and he finds that creature. They keep fighting each other until they realize there's some kind of misunderstanding, and then they sit together on the moon for a while. They sit on me? What do you mean they sit on me? They become acquainted, and he reveals he's a being sent to protect the planet as part of the Universal Protection Program. He questions, isn't this the Father of Friends? Not the planet of roses. What roses, Father of Friends? Do you want a planet or a program? Uncle Grayson replies, do something to planetize the Earth. It seems like you got angry about the name or something, so you sold the bucket and left. And I'm just having a good morning. You came to fight me just to mess around with planets, that's all. Lonal and Cicilo appear next. Uncle Lonal says he only recalls being attacked and waking up in the hospital. The aliens are gathering for another attack, and the speaker will join them this time. Uncle Grayson learned the truth that he made a huge effort to protect the team and ensure their success. Even when new players joined, he would shield them from harm. Professor Uncle Omni-Man from Dainshorf hunts at a specific location, then flees during the night. The team departs after accompanying him with the glasses. Nolan may know that Alan is Grayson's father. From the start, Nolan went to the Grish at the border and kept attacking them to prevent their return to Earth. Afterwards, we witness Sist conversing with the devil, who aids him in executing their sinister scheme. We'll see what this plan is in the next episode. God willing, that's it. Up until this moment, that's the end of the story. Don't forget. But before I tell you anything else, suggest other videos for us and write something like that in the comments. And then I'll reply to you in the comments as well. And that's it for now. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss out. Check out the broadcast too and leave a like. Notice what happened when you stopped talking and started singing, then my story continued after that. Because of course, here before sleep, there's relaxation after the craving, and that's all of it. Follow Al Swiscale on the Haduda Gamda channel, which is now taking its last breaths. We still have time though. I'm giving it a boost, and that's it. Take care, goodbye, and blessings.